Hey guys, it's the Zoo Tycooner, and welcome back to the Hunter. I haven't posted a video of this in a long time, but the developers just released a new reserve called Bushrangers Run. It's, as you can see, if you've seen my previous The Hunter videos, the landscape looks pretty different. It's a map that is based on Australia. This is what it looks like. And there's kangaroos now in the game, so I figured we could go after those guys. I spawned in, I forget the name of this lodge, but I spawned at this one because apparently the roos like to chill over here on this side of the map as opposed to the desert area. So we're going to head north after the roos. I actually recorded this episode already earlier, but my voice didn't record because this button was pressed by accident and it muted my mic. Which kind of sucked, but what can you do? Just gotta keep rolling. So yeah, all my equipment is already set up because of that. So I'm bringing my 30-06, my crossbow, I've got my hog squeal and my predator collar, and also my Outback camo. But yeah, we're gonna head north, see what we can find. Yeah, basically, the animals that are on this map are the kangaroos, the feral hogs, European rabbit, and red fox. And the roos are kind of cool. I've heard a lot of people say that the kangaroos look pretty cartoony. I can see where they're coming from, but personally, I'm not bothered too much by it, just because the anatomy is so spot on. Like, they look like perfect kangaroos. But yeah, mainly their textures aren't super great. Like, their skin is kind of lacking in detail. But I feel like it fits alright with this reserve, mainly just because how bright this reserve is, and the fact that the kangaroos are a little bit bright themselves, especially the males, which are red, hence the name Red Kangaroo. The females are gray. But I feel like they fit into the reserve just fine. So I'm not too bothered by that. The one thing that does bother me a little bit, though, is the lack of variety in species here. Not in the sense of not enough species on this map, but the type of species. Because I personally feel like this reserve was released a little bit too early. Just because the only new species that was introduced was the kangaroo. And there's a lot more Australian animals, for example, crocodiles, dingoes, buffalo, fallow deer, axis deer, that could have all been added. But instead they chose to put 3 species on here that are already in many other places of the game, many other reserves. And the only new one is kangaroos, which I feel like kind of cheapens the reserve a little bit. I feel like they should have gone farther and given us like the whole bundle there with other animals, but I don't know. I mean, the landscape is gorgeous. I mean, look at this. I can't complain about the landscape at all. It's a beautiful landscape. And the theme is completely different from any of the other reserves. Like, all the other reserves are just fields, some green forest. Basically just a mixture of that. The only real variation is how mountainous the reserves might be. But this has a completely new... Thought I heard something. I think it was just my own footsteps. This reserve has a completely new color scheme. It's bright red, the plants are all different, as they should be, if it's supposed to represent Australia. They're, like, everything's different about Australia compared to the rest of the world, just about. There's a pig right there. Pretty close to us, actually. I'm not going to go after any red foxes or rabbits unless they, like, run right into us for some reason. Pigs, if they're nearby, I'll probably go for them. Usually males only. But my main goal right now is to get some kangaroos. I've hunted this reserve twice so far. Once with a friend, off camera, and then once this morning when I tried to record and it didn't work. But I've gotten like 5 kangaroos now. 2 males, 3 females. Oh, there's the pigs. There's a group of them. I feel like he might see me already. I'm not going to go for the shot. It's too far away for a pig for me to use a bow on. Because they are friggin' tanks. You have to be very precise shot with a bow in order to take them down immediately. But that's alright, let's keep hunting for roos. They do make a couple of different sounds, the kangaroos. Apparently they grunt and stomp their feet or tail or whatever it is. But they're not, those sounds don't register on the hunter mate. So you can't actually track them that way. So you basically just have to hunt them by sight and by tracking their actual footprints and feces and whatnot. I prefer just to go by eyesight personally because even the male kangaroos, which kind of blend in more with the landscape than the females do, it's still fairly easy to spot them just because they're like a slightly different red. And they render in differently than the rest of the landscape, as all the animals do on all the maps. So that's not a big deal. And this landscape is pretty open, so I've found it's generally not too hard to find them. But yeah, that's really my only complaint about this, is just their lack of species choice. Or their poor species choice, I should say. The only other thing is, if you look at this map, these lodges are kind of close together. So it kind of forces you to buy a tent to put up here if you want to travel up north easily. It could have been a lot better if they separated the lodges more, put one farther up north. But it's not a huge issue. At the same time, this reserve also looks pretty small, to be honest. Actually, let's zoom out. What's around here? Wow, the bayou is right here. And then that's that. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to put a whole, like, new biome this close to the other reserve, which is like all marsh. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Anyways, no big deal. But yeah, I may or may not cut the video here in just a second, depending on how long it takes for us to go find our animals. I usually find them pretty close, pretty soon after leaving the lodge, heading north. Hey, there's our first roos, guys. A whole bunch of them over here. 3 females at least. There could easily be a male around somewhere as well. Gotta keep our eyes out. In my failed recording earlier, I shot a female around this area, and there was a male just about like 100 meters away up on this hill. And luckily, I did use my crossbow to take the female down, so I didn't spook the male, and I got him as well. Okay, she's turning around. Okay, they're all together still. That's a perfect shot right there. That's a nice broadside. Big stretch. Need to get a fair bit closer though. I'm going to use my crossbow. There's 2 of them there. Where's the 3rd one? Oh, I haven't used my scent eliminator. That's an issue. The 3rd one's around somewhere. Oh, okay, she's already crossed the tracks. That's alright, as long as I know where they all are so I don't spook one prematurely. Atta girl, just keep walking that way. I need to get up a little higher. Okay, it looks like I might be shooting this one instead, actually. Shit! Okay, that one ran. This one hasn't run. Okay, there they go. There they go. Got that one. Not in the way I would have preferred, but got one. And we got a second one. Let's mark that one so we can go get it in a second. Nice. Okay, well, that was successful, even though I don't like taking running shots if I can avoid it. But that's why I've got my rifle as a backup. I won't bother taking trophy shots of these ones just because they are just females. And I've already gotten a few of them. Who knows? Maybe we'll run into that third female later. But yeah, that's what they look like. Kind of plain in texture, but again, like I said, it doesn't really bother me. I'm really impressed with the anatomy of them. I think they did that really well. Right hind leg, right lung. I wouldn't expect a single lung shot to make it drop immediately, but maybe just because of their size, they go down easily. I don't know. Their chests are actually pretty small. Like if you look at a kangaroo, it's their abdomen that is larger. They've got much thinner chests, so maybe that's why. Maybe they've just got small lungs. But being a kangaroo, you would think they'd have pretty large lungs with how far they can jump and how long they can jump for. Maybe the 30-06 is just really powerful for them. I'm actually not sure what weapons are legal for kangaroos. All I know is 30-06 and any bow is. So that's pretty much what I'm using right now. I'll have to look up what else is good for them. Intestine. That one dropped immediately as well. Are they just so small that they go down anyways? That shouldn't have dropped right away with an intestine shot. Oh well, no big deal. I'm not complaining. That means I don't have to track for a long time. Alright, let's keep heading this way. I'm going to just follow the tracks for a little bit, and then turn left, and we'll see if we can come across a male. That would be nice. There's pigs all over this map. I noticed that the last 2 times I played as well. He's got some decent tusks on him. Not a giant, but I'm going to guess around 800 scoring. 36. I could probably pull that off if I make a good shot. It's probably going to run for a while anyways, but that's okay. It felt like a good shot. Hopefully it doesn't go too far. Oh, there's a roo there. It looks like a male too. Oh yeah, that's a male. I feel like it's small. I really don't think I can tell, or been hunting long enough to be able to tell, but I feel like it's small. Could just be distance playing tricks on me though. We'll come back to this hog track. But first, let's go get this roo. They got the animation pretty down pat as well. Shit! Scared the crap out of me. Friggin' pig. Gotta remember to keep my eyes out for him. Is that another one right there? No. I'm tempted to use my shotgun again, as I am going to end the episode very shortly. Let's go for it. Down he goes. But yeah, here is what a male roo looks like. Same as a female, but pretty and red. That was a spine shot, bad shot, but that's alright. He's down, that's what matters. Let's get a picture of him real quick. That works. Very nice. Okay. Now we just need to go get that pig, and I think we're good to go. Yay! There's our pig. He didn't make it too far. Let's see what he scores. I was guessing 800. That actually looks smaller than 800 now as I look at it. Maybe 700? 750? Hey, there we go. I was right. Let's go left lung, shoulder blade. Not sure how I got the lung out of that, but... Alright, cool. Well, guys, that is our hunt finished for now. I'm just going to take a quick look around and see if I can't see any more animals. No, it doesn't look like it. So yeah, that is Bushrangers Run, guys. Pretty awesome. Pretty great reserve. Just hope they add more Australian-specific animals to it in the future. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and you can look forward to more hunting videos, as I love making these even though I don't do them very often. But again, that can be said for like any of my videos. But yeah, thank you guys, and I'll catch you again very shortly.